Hey guys, it's Book of Katherine, and welcome to my first Get Ready With Me for going to bed. And it is not going to be sexy. Oh gosh, I didn't think about it that way. No, I mean for a handicap, well, not a handicapped person, just for my life, this is what I do and what it's changed. It's really changed my life. If you have spine injuries or something, I don't know, maybe it'll help you out. Um, but a supporter actually recommended it to me in the PayPal comment, and I'm so glad that they did. And then their team recommended more, and oh my gosh, it's made a big difference. And we might even do more. And we have a ceiling here. We might string up my legs. But so it's helped me so much. So maybe it will help you. And um, anyhow, so yeah. And I thought that this, I'm realizing this room might look really bad. So I'm like, before I get going on it, like, because this is where I sleep, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it might look really bad to you. And I actually got to clean it up today for you guys. I decided instead of walking, like, I'm really worn out from pushing it lately because the winter's coming, the cold is coming. I've been really trying to push it. I want to show you like what I actually get to see. Like see that, like I have a jewelry case and then all my jewelry is right there. So like when I lay down, like I get to see all like the stuff that I got last summer, like all the when I got to go thrift shopping and everything like that. So like I don't see what you're seeing behind me like when I go to bed. Does that make sense? Like when I go to bed, like what I see in front of me is like my husband and my jewelry and all the pretty things and like my starlights and the beautiful, like I see beautiful things. I don't see what you're seeing. So, you know, I kind of just keep that in mind. And like behind me, like if you can see up above, like that's all my, like the closet that I got to set up last summer, and see like I set up all like the hats and stuff. Like over time I've been able to like set up my jewelry and stuff. So to me, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like, remember how I said in my first Get Ready With Me, I said, if you're getting disabled, use the beautiful things in your life as home decorations. Like that will really help. If you can't use them anymore, start using them as home decorations so you get to see them. Like if you're trapped in your house, start using them as decorations. And that's what I do. Like I just wore myself out doing that. I'm really worn out from pushing myself yesterday. So, but I'm excited because I'm about to get out of pain in front of you. So this is what I do to get ready for bed. Like my husband would normally have to do a lot of it, and I can't do all of it for you, but I'm going to do most of it. So anyway, this is a bolster. This is the bolster I have to get. I don't think it's made in America. If they were made in America, I would love to get them. So I'd love to support human rights, anti-slavery. Would love that. So, anyway, but you can see that I have my made in America blankets, the Chevelle blankets I talked about that were pain-free, totally pain-free blankets. So these are nice and hard, these bolsters. Like they're nice and hard, and I've noticed that they're way better than pillows for me. Like they really, really changed my life. So I use these a lot for compression. Like I really, a lot, like when I've been on a walk or something, I come in and I really use it for compression for my psoas. And then like I really shove it into my side when I'm laying down. So I have a lot of them. I guess you can hear my back cracked or whatever. But I really shove it into my side. And then I really use it like between my legs. Like I shove it between my legs and I have to crack my hips a lot with it. Like I just yank it really tight to get relief pain in my lower back here. So I squeeze it. So I have a whole bunch of them. You'll see like there's another one here. There's ones to the side here. So we use it to lift up this arch here. So what I'm sitting on is the best thing that I've had ever to sit on. And I don't get to sit on it often. I'm usually sitting on the ground. But this thing is just a gymnastics thing. I forget what it's called, but I'll try and find it for you or whatever. But basically, there's a ton of them. There's a ton of gymnastics things, and this has an extra lift on it. But it's basically an arch that gymnasts use to like practice to stretch. Like they practice it to stretch out like this, right? And that changed my life when I did that first stretch. When the first time I got it, my friends were so excited to see me over it, and I stretched like this, and it separated out my rib cage from my hips. And after being trapped on the floor for so long, and I was able to do that after my last procedure, after the psoas, and it just did this huge thing. It was really, really necessary. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but I don't have a lot of, I don't know if this is getting too personal, but like this, like I'm not going to show you too much, but this is my rib cage right here. My rib cage is right here, and that's my hip joint. That's it. Like that's all I've got. Like that's the distance. Like I don't have like a you know, what do you call it? A Britney Spears tummy where it like goes forever. Like that's it. Like I've got like, and see when I sit down, it goes to like 2 inches. I bet if I waited, it went to an inch. Like when I sit down, it goes to an inch. This side is 2 inches, this side's an inch. Like that's all I've got. So it's really, really important that I stretch that out. It's so short and compresses that spine. It's so bad. So anyway, my point is that after, when I go to bed, I'm wearing myself out again. Ugh. Anyway, when I go to bed, what I do is that after pushing myself during the day, now that I have mobility, well, it didn't matter. Even when I didn't have any mobility, this is still how I went to bed I would stay here all day, was how I was before, just flat all day. And then I started getting some mobility. I'd be up for a little while, and then I'd hit the floor again, and I'd be up for a little while and hit the floor again. And now, when I'm up for a little while, now through this program, I'm up for a little while. It used to be just like, okay, you know, manage to get myself to the bathroom, right? Then all of a sudden, then it was like, okay, get myself to the stretch machine. And then all of a sudden, and then remember it was little like crawls outside with Lila, right? And then all of a sudden, my legs just took me outside for a walk that day on the walk. And those walks have really turned things around. But this stretch thing came before the walks, and I think it really had something to do with it. It was only a few weeks before the walks, and I really think it had something to do with it, because what happened was we started doing this at night. It really changed things for me. I remember the pain was really different in the mornings. I started sleeping longer. I started sleeping through the night longer. So let me show you what I do. So what I do is, oh boy. So this is embarrassing, but I know it'll help people, and it's necessary. You need to see, every time you see me dance, the next thing I do after you see me dance is I rip off all of my clothes and put on a bathrobe, because wearing clothes really, really hurts. It just really, really hurts. And I have bathrobes that are like this that don't hurt. They don't make clothes like this that don't hurt. So I have bathrobes. I've shown you them. I've shown you them on my Twitter feed and on my YouTube channels. I have bathrobes like this that don't hurt. And I've even found out maybe I should do that for you. I should do something on the bathrobes that don't hurt. I put on the bathrobes that don't hurt, right? We just had an internet guy in, and I had to wear real clothes like the whole day. And it was like the most torturous experience. Like I was going to die. Though I have gotten some onesies that are really nice that don't touch my body at all. You guys have seen me in those, and that I go out and walk in. I wish I could do real walks in them. That's been different. I've started dancing in those. Those ones that are really loose, and that I did the demos for you out there, I can wear those for much longer periods without pain. Oh my gosh, but they're not really, those are like pajamas. I can't really wear those in front of the internet guy, you know what I mean? I can wear them dancing, because they're all flowy and pretty, and if you put on a little bit of jewelry, it's cool. Anyway, so what happens is that I have one of these bolsters. I have one of these bolsters right now, and I have it in front of this arch guy. The arch guy, I have this on top of it because the arch hurts my legs. Like, it's got a plastic covering, and underneath it, it's just styrofoam. It's a styrofoam thing underneath it, so that's why it has this nice hollow thing, right? And we have, for me to turn the light on and off, let me see if I can do it. We have the clapper. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Ha ha ha. So I have the clapper. My husband loves the clapper, because otherwise light switches on the floor and I have to crawl over to get it, and I'm not very good at that. So, but still, the light switch on the floor is way better than something on the top of this. You gotta be kidding me. There's no way for that. So we did light switches on the floor very early on in my disability. So anyway, so one of these bolsters is down on the ground. I have a pink one on the ground. And then what I have to do is either have a bolster here on the side, and then here we go, you guys. So what I have to do is we usually hoist these up on bolsters on either side to steady it, because it has to actually go higher for my legs. We're basically pulling my hips out from my spine. So I have to lift up my butt, and I'm doing well. This is early in the day. I haven't moved at all. I get way worse at night and early in the morning. So we're right at the sweet spot of the day. So, and we've got the heat powered on for you guys. So, and right at a good point in my meds too. So I've got my butt up on the bolster right now. All right. And then I put my legs right. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. I want to live like this forever. Oh my god, it feels so good.